The downfall of Kessho. Now you're probably wondering why you got unwaved in Kessho. Well, it's because this guy named Luigi just hacked into DNA's account and completely fucked everybody. And now you're probably wondering, hey, why the fuck did Luigi even do that? Like, what's the point? Well, he's saying that, he got underpaid and Icy's just like a terrible person, doesn't know how to run a game, and all this extra bullshit. And so I decided, like, hey, let's at least hear him out. And he said this. I looked on his little, like, link that he sent in the server, and this is what he said. Kessho is a heavily modified guru copy. In Kessho, players get to live in the world of Tokyo Ghoul, where supernatural beings known as ghouls run rampant amongst the human population, depending on the race the player is born as. The player can either choose to live life normally or fight against ghouls or eat others. The owner, Caden_5X, is an absolute bumwipe who steals all of the group funds, never pays their developers or lore team, and hops on once a week to admin abuse and ruin other people's experiences. His co-owner, Frosty, is also a 14-year-old bum who boosts his e-girl and gives her OP abilities like auto parry, infinite stamina, and complete fall damage immunity. He claims to be a developer as well, but is solely reliant on ChatGPT to get anything done. The e-pussy cannot be that good! ! Anyway, the icing on the cake was when the owner decided to hop on and host an event. In this event, which he called it an Indian hate event, where he roleplayed as a whatever. And in this, his own words, stinking Indian man went to the hospital and began going haywire as he was Indian and he couldn't find a shower. Quote unquote. Anyway, without going into too much detail, it was a pretty racist event that nobody wanted, and the Indian guy ended up shooting himself, and because the owner couldn't even take accountability and apologized, there was a community outrage. It's clear to me that the owner isn't fit to run Kessho or Britannica, his other narcissist roleplay game, so I invite anyone who thinks they can do better to run their own CC game with the latest Kessho files. The framework isn't exactly the best, and there's a lot of ChatGPT code, but there's also a lot of custom stuff in that file that you'll find to be pretty neat. Anyone who knows what they're doing won't have a problem fixing the file up. I would like to clarify, he said he did not get paid, but he clearly was paid, because what they're saying is in the announcements is this is what happens. Kure said, this is what happens when you give a very immature person a little power of something. I paid this guy, mind you, and the second he got his paycheck, he completely, nuked the server and the game and everything. So I don't necessarily believe this guy. I don't necessarily believe Luigi. I feel like he got paid, and he was just mad for some reason, and he proceeded to nuke the game, and, just act very childish. This is very, unprofessional, I think, and anyways, I'm just, a reporter here. I can't have opinions. Let's just keep continuing. And Luigi's actively going out and trying to dox and hack people in the server, so I feel like this guy is just an angry child who's using his little hacking abilities or links to just, abuse people. He's just actively going out and trying to backdoor people's PCs, so this guy is genuinely just, a piece of shit. Luigi, if you're watching this, you're just this is sad, bro. Lock in. Luigi, before all this happened, had DM'd me saying to leave, and I didn't really believe him. I thought he was just full of shit and just, he couldn't really do anything. Because he was already banned. He was already gone. But then he proceeded to just completely rail the fucking game. Before Icy's account got, kicked and banned, there is one last thing, Luigi sent before the account got banned. He said, "This is Luigi speaking. I've managed to compromise Icy's account. The future is Kessho's grim, and due to the stupidity of the owners, I was able to cause severe damage to the game without having any actual scripted backdoors. Let this stand as a reminder that Caden and Frosty are inadequate owners and leads of any game. For any future game owners, take Kessho as an example of how to not run a game. I have many other accounts with admin within the game. The upcoming PDs will be near impossible to host without many people suffering from major data loss. Get your free copy of Kessho here." And basically, for what was really happening was, for some reason, after this guy got paid, he decided he wanted to fuck the game. And everything was good, and we hosted a PD, and during this PD, he, proceeded to fear everybody, and then, wipe all talents, and then kick them all out of the game. He didn't ban everyone for some reason, I don't know why, but, he's just trying to fuck the game. He fucked over a PD, and then after that, after we all joined the game and he gave everybody Ghoul and SSS rated shit and everything, and after that, it pretty much sealed the deal. The game was kind of fucked, and yeah. In conclusion, basically, this kid named Luigi, who's an ex-dev of Kessho, basically fucked the game by backdooring it and removing all perms and banning people and shit. He is a childish loser who says racist shit and actively tries to ruin people's fun and shit. Anyways, a lot of shit's going on. I'm just trying to pump out this video before the whole Discord server dies, but basically, he's going out leaking people's numbers, their family members. Luigi's doing a bunch of random shit. But anyways, Kessho, it's been a blast. Looks like this is the end. I will see all of you probably in the next CC game, and, Luigi, if you're watching this, you are a childish fucking loser who is doxing people and doing very illegal bad things. So, you should probably rethink your life and rethink your decisions. Anyways, it's been a blast, boys.